If you get your mind focused on everything that you're going to get done in the beginning of the year, you've got to leave yourself open to at least some new things that may come up on the horizon. So I like the idea of planning. I don't like the idea of committing to specifics.
Welcome to our Happy Rainmakers video series where point one can make a difference. I'm joined by Jaimie Field today of The Rainmaker. Hi, Jaimie. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Jen. I really appreciate you having me.
So sometimes I ask you questions about what a new to rainmaking lawyer can do. What can they start out with? But today I'm really interested in hearing a little bit more about what somebody who's already had some success with rainmaking can do to build upon that. So how do you evaluate somebody you're talking with to help them make their, fledgling book of business bigger or their big book of business huge?
The first thing that I will do is I will ask you to go back and contact any person that you have not spoken to. The length of time doesn't matter. All you need to do is pick up a phone, send an email, DM them on a social media, particularly LinkedIn, because you do want this to be business related. And you can say something like, "Your name came to mind. Can we catch up?" That is all you need. A real rainmaker doesn't fear being rejected or not being contacted back, or they sent an email and it's already been 7 days and they haven't heard back, or they sent a DM and nobody responded. Not everybody's going to remember you, and that's okay. You just go on to the next one. Stop thinking of yourself as a lawyer. Start thinking of yourself as an advisor. You are an advisor. You want to become the person that they call about everything. If you build this, you can then delegate the work to somebody else in the firm. And that's what a rainmaker does. A rainmaker is not doing the legal work unless they want to do the legal work. They are busy going out and enjoying meeting clients and figuring out what their clients need and helping them achieve the client's goals, not the attorney's goals. That's a big difference.
Sometimes I talk to people who are rainmakers, but they're spending hundreds of hours a year kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I want to shake them gently and tell them to just focus on the things that are working. Are you able to help them do that?
Yes, of course. I mean, you're going to have people who want to try and see what sticks. And that's fine and dandy, but you're wasting a lot of time. And if we're talking about point one, you're wasting a lot of time and you're not going to be able to bill for that wasted time. But what you can do is you can mark off specific times during the day and literally have 15 minutes. Do it in 6-minute increments for all I care. You can do 2 6-minute increments, and that's your entire rainmaking for the day. And you know what? You can still be an amazing rainmaker just with that. Because every day is not about spending hours and hours.
That is another one of our pillars, plan intentionally. So there you go.
And that is the main thing, plan intentionally.
We say that to rainmakers also. Look for the conferences you're going to go to for the year. Look for how you're going to spend your marketing budget, all of the different things. If you do it ahead of time, sometimes you have a better strategy.
If you get your mind focused on everything that you're going to get done in the beginning of the year, you've got to leave yourself open to at least some new things that may come up on the horizon. So I like the idea of planning. I don't like the idea of committing to specifics.
So plan, but leave yourself some flexibility.
Thank you.
So if there's a rainmaker who just watched this little video that we did, and he or she wants to know, well, how can I increase the book of business that I've already developed? What's something I could do in the next few minutes to get a start? What would you recommend?
The very first thing I would tell them to do is go to pillar 3, make plans. I always believe rainmaking should start with your individual plan. And I believe in creating, regardless of how long you've been in the business, the individual plan that includes every aspect of your life. Now, you don't have to talk to me about every aspect of your life if you don't want to, but you should include it in your plan because you want to have a life. Success is defined as different things for different people. And if your definition of success is just bringing in business and nothing else, and you don't have any other life, that's fine. I'm not here to judge. Being motivated that way is perfect. But if your, motivation is also to take care of a family or go traveling or do this or do that as not part of your business, we want to put that in there too. So planning is important because there's nothing you can do in 1 minute other than pick up the phone and contact somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. You never know where that's going to go.
1 minute, you can make a list of the next 5 people you're going to call this week, or think of an event you want to attend, or something. I'm sure that you've given us so many tips that anybody who's watched this video can get started on. So thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. And forgive the expressions, but just me.